We all understand that all judgment been given unto the Son, Yahawashi. So when you stand before Yahawashi, will you be judged by your faith or by the law? Well, in this lesson, let's figure this out. Before I start, I want to say Barak to Yahawah, Barak to Yahawashi, Barak to Yahawah, and Barak to Yahawashi. Yahawah, that's the name of the Heavenly Father, his real name. Yahawashi, that's the name of his beloved Son, who the world even called Jesus Christ, his real name. All right. Now, as of lately, man, it's been about wearing the fringes and keeping it. You know, it's all about the law, the law, the law. And when you be judged by the Lord, you will be judged according to the law. Now, over here at Great Millstone, we do not teach that you should not keep the law. We teach to keep the law to your best ability, man. Keep the law to your best ability, things that you know that you could do. You know, but there's this kingdom that we're in, right? In the certain cases that we're in, we cannot keep the law to a prophetic T. You know, you got to ask yourself. One thing I always ask myself is that Yahawashi, he was the Most High gave him a perfect spirit, so he cannot break the law. Why didn't he give the election that same spirit today? Why did the Lord make it to where we're breaking the law today? The question is that because it's going to be based upon faith, your faith. And if the more faith that you have, the more you keep the law. You know, a person with a crucial amount of faith is going to be keeping the law to the best of his ability. He's going to be keeping a lot of the law. You know? So without any further ado, let's jump into Galatians, the 3rd chapter. And let's go through the whole 3rd chapter. And let's see what Paul said concerning the law and faith. Right? Now, when you jump to Galatians 3:1, it says, "O foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you that you should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Yahawashi have been evidently set forth, crucified among you." Now, remember, Paul went through hell and back. Hell and back. This is just a image of Paul's journeys. He went through hell and back to establish all these churches all throughout here. This is Galatia. This is who he was talking to. All over here in Asia Minor. These churches all over here. You know, the church of Galatia. He said, look, man, who have bewitched you that you should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Yahawashi have been evidently set forth. When Paul went to the Galatians, he showed the Galatians the spirit of Yahawashi. You know? So now he's asking you, yo, how did I set you up? Now that I'm gone, you got some guys in there that's over there teaching you false doctrines. Right? And let's see what that false doctrine is. This only what I learned of you. Receive ye the spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith? Remember, all over here, these men was the Israelite foreigners, or what people get mixed up as the Gentiles. Over here in Asia Minor, all over here, the Israelite foreigners, how did they come to understand what the truth was? Was it because they was keeping the law and then the Most High gave them the spirit? No. Yahawashi put the spirit on Paul, and Paul did his journeys. He did his journeys, and then Paul established the churches by preaching faith. You gotta have faith. You know, before Paul came to the Galatians was not keeping the law. They was eating blood. They was doing everything according to the heathen. So Paul had to ask him, look, before I got to you, how do you even come to understand it? Did you come to it by keeping the law? No, you wasn't keeping the law. You heard it by faith. I came to you and told you what the deal was, and you believed the words that I spoke unto you, which was the words of Yahawashi. It says, are you so foolish, having begun in the spirit? You begun in the spirit when your understanding first came to you. It came to you in the spirit, not by you keeping the law. It says, are you now made perfect by the flesh? So, are you so foolish, Galatians, or men of today? Of everybody today, when you heard the truth, you were not keeping the law. You were not keeping it. Now that you heard the truth and you received it by faith, you believed it. And then, after a process of time, you started slowly, as your faith increased, understand, as your faith increased, you started to do the law more and more. And now that even the most top men in the understanding, they cannot keep the law to the T, because we're not geared to do that now. We're not like Yahawashi. We wasn't given that ability to not go off, because it was going to all reside back to where you begun, which was faith. It says, are you so foolish, having begun in the spirit? You started in the spirit. When I came to you, I preached to you in the spirit faith. Are you now made perfect by the flesh or by the law? You started in the spirit. Now that you started in the spirit, now is it that you become perfect by the law? No. That's the answer. No. You know, it says, have you suffered so many things in vain, if it be yet in vain? He therefore that ministered to you in the spirit and worketh miracles amongst you, doeth he it by the works of the law or by the hearing of faith? Because remember, back then they had the power to heal, you know, all the different type of miracles they did. How did they do these miracles? Was these men keeping the law to a T? Because remember, when you break the law, one of the laws, you break them all. So that would be you would be in a bad case off top if you breaking one law. And then why would you give this man a spiritual power or the gift of healing or the gift to do miracles? He's breaking your law. He's in a bad case with the Most High, because he's breaking the law, right? So why would he be able to do these miracles? No, it wasn't because how he kept the law. It's because he believed. That's how you was able to perform miracles. You know? Even Yahawashi said that remember that situation where the disciples could not cast out the demon. What did Yahawashi tell them? He said, he told them, look, these come out by prayer and fasting. That's a move of faith. You know? And he told them, oh you little of faith. You know? Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. Let's see. You know what? It's fine. Let's just stick to this Galatians. But Yahawashi told him that, man. Right? Because it's about the faith. It's about keeping the faith. And you keep the faith, you're going to be on point. You're going to be to your best with doing the law. All right? And that's what it's going to count. It's leaning more on the faith now. That's what you're going to be judged by. You know, not by what you did. Because anything you did, once you break one thing, everything that you did before is out the door. So if you calling yourself keeping the law to a perfect T, right? You let's say you did 99 good things right. But then when you got to the 100, you fucked up. All that doesn't count no more, man. All the law don't count no more. You broke them all. You know? You did 99 things deemed good right. Then on the 100th time you committed adultery, you getting put to death, man. You know? It says, have you, verse 4, Galatians 3 and 4. Galatians 3 and 6. It said, no, 5. He therefore that ministered to you in the spirit and working miracles amongst you, do he by the works of the law or by the hearing of faith? The answer is faith. Even as Abraham believed, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. Right? Abraham believed. Now, listen up clearly. Abraham, when he was on the scene, was the laws given yet? No, they wasn't. Abraham gave birth to Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob. Jacob gave birth to the 12 sons, and then Levi came, where Moses came out of the tribe of Levi and gave the law. Then, before that, the law was passed down orally. Everybody just knew the law; it wasn't written down yet. So when Abraham did what he did, it was according to his faith, man. When he offered up his son, it was according to what he believed that the Most High could raise him up again. And that was counted as righteousness. So your faith is going to count as righteousness. It says, know ye therefore that they which are of faith, the same are the children of Abraham. If you have the mind of faith, you of Abraham. Remember, this is what Paul's telling the Galatians. This applies to us today. And the scriptures, foreseeing that the Most High would justify the heathen through faith, preached before the gospel unto Abraham, saying, in these shall all the nations be blessed. So then they which be of faith are blessed with faithful Abraham. So if you want to be judged by the law, you're not a children of Abraham. If you want to be blessed by your faith, then you're a child of Abraham. You know? It said, verse 10, for many as are of the works of the law are under the curse. You want to be all about the law. Okay, when you break the law, you're gonna be judged according to it. You know, and who want to be that? Who want to deal with that? Because we cannot keep it straight. So if you say, for instance, you walk past a woman who has a man, you don't even know that she has a man. You start fucking her in your mind or having sex with her in your mind. What did Yahawashi say? You committed adultery, man. So if you want to be under the law, you're gonna be put to death. You know, or instead of being under grace and having faith, like, oh shit, Lord, I didn't know she had a man. Forgive me for my thoughts. And then grace comes in right there, because you have faith. You have faith that Yahawashi will forgive you for such thing, man. And you're not under the law to get judged by it. For it is written, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them. If you don't do all of it, you are cursed off top. So you wearing mixed fabrics, you're through. You know? Amongst all the other laws that's in the scriptures, man. It says, but that no man is justified by faith in the sight of the Most High. It's like it. But that no man is justified. It's like it. But that no man is justified by the law in the sight of the Most High, man. When you go to get judged before the Lord, you're not going to be justified by the law. Did you have faith? That's what it's going to be about, man. You know? It said, it is evident, for the just shall live by faith. A just man is going to live by faith, all right? And the law is not of faith. The law is not of faith, because the law is there. You know? If it's there, you know how to do it and everything. You don't need to have faith to believe in it, because you see it right there. The 10 is there. All the rest of the laws is there. It's not by faith. But the man that doeth them shall live in them. If you want to, those who are all about the law, you got to live in them, man. You have to live in them, and you will be judged according to them. And not being able to keep them perfect, you are through. Off top, you're through. So we're now judged off of faith now, man. But do we keep the law? Yes, you keep it to your best ability. And I strongly believe that over here at Great Millstone, the sincere brethren, we're keeping the law the best. You know? Rather, I clean it up a little better. The election, whoever the election is, they're keeping the law the best out of everybody on the planet, man. And if anybody in the spirit, hey, man, over here at Great Millstone, the sincere brethren, man, it look like shit, hey, you know? But let's go to 13. Yahawashi have redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. Yahawashi, when he got on the cross, he redeemed us from the curse of the law. You know, he took us from being under the law. Moses was given the spirit to put us under the law. Yahawashi came, took us from under it, and put us under him, which was going to be by faith and grace. But Yahawashi said, look, the things that the wicked scribes and Pharisees say, ye do. But what they do, the works that they do, you do not them. So Yahawashi teach that you need to keep the law to your best ability, man. But you gonna be judged by faith, by your faith, man. It says, for it's written, curses everyone that hangeth on a tree. Yahawashi got put on that cross and became a curse for us, man. That the blessings of Abraham might come to the Gentiles through Yahawashi, the Israelite foreigners. The blessing that was given to Abraham was gonna come to the Israelite foreigners through Yahawashi, not through the law, which Yahawashi represents faith. You know, it says that we might receive the promise through the Spirit, promise of the Spirit through faith. The promise that was given Abraham, we're going to receive that promise through faith, man. You know, it says, brethren, I speak after the manner of men. Though it be a man's covenant, yet if it be confirmed, no man could disannul or add thereto. Let's jump down. Let's jump down to 18. Let's read it through it. Brethren, I speak after the manner of men. Though it be a man's covenant, yet if it be confirmed, no man could disannul or add thereto. Meaning that no man, how the Heavenly Father established the covenants with Abraham, nobody could change it or add it or add to it. The Most High have said it. So no heathens could get in this thing. Neither is it going to be, you're going to be judged by the law now. You can't add that in there. You're going to be judged by faith now. You know? It says, now to Abraham and his seeds were the promises made. He said, not to seeds as in many, but of one, and to thy seed, which is the anointed seed, which is Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, fell down to the 12 patriarchs, the 12 tribes. That's the only ones that this thing is for. And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before of the Most High and Yahawashi, this thing that we're dealing with was confirmed before. This was already counseled in the heavens, how everything was going to go down. The law, which was 430 years after Abraham was on the scene already, the law didn't come to 430 years after, could not disannul that. It said, cannot disannul that it shall make the promise of non-effect. So the law that came after cannot change it. The promise was already given to him, to Abraham, man. You know, and it was because of Abraham's what? His righteousness. What was his righteousness due to? Faith. It tell you in Hebrews, Abraham's faith was counted as righteousness, man. Not because how he kept the law to a perfect T. You know? Because the law was given 430 years after, man. You know? He was given a promise because of his faith. And it was counted to him as righteousness. The same thing today. That's why you become the children of Abraham. That's why you're the children of Abraham. Because of your faith. Not because of you keeping the law. All right? It said, Galatians 3:18, for if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more of the promise. If it be of the law, it's no more of the promise, but the Most High gave it to Abraham by promise. Right? Wherefore then serveth the law? It was added because of transgressions. Now, don't get me wrong. The law is fucking beautiful. The law is what we're going to be ran by in the kingdom. That's what we're going to keep the law to a perfect T in the kingdom. But it says, why serveth the law? It was put because of transgressions. Jake was fucking up so bad, the Most High had Moses written down on the tablets and gave it to Moses to give to the nation of Israel because of transgressions. Look, if you do this, you do that, you fucking up. It's written right here. Right? Till the seed shall come to whom the promise was made. It says, what serves the law? It was added because of transgression. Till the seed shall come to whom the promise was made. Right? And these going to be the children of Abraham, and they're going to be solely off of faith. They're going to be going by faith, keeping the law to their best ability, but moving off of faith, and they're going to be judged by their faith. It was ordained by angels in the hand of a mediator with Yahawashi. Now, a mediator is not a mediator of one, but the Most High is one. Yahawashi is not a mediator of one man. He's a mediator of all those who are of the spirit of faith. But Yahawah himself is one man, one power. Is the law then against the promise of the Most High? The Most High forbid. Don't get it wrong. The Most High's law is on point. We was the ones that was off. It tell you that. Was the Most High, and I'm saying in other words, was the Most High law wrong? No, we was wrong. But we couldn't keep it. So the Lord had to come up with something else to help us, man. And that was the sin Yahawashi to teach us how to have faith. And if you have faith, you're going to keep the law. You're going to do the law. You know? It was like the Most High had to, instead of just telling us, look, do the law, do the law, do the law, he had to trick our mind. Look, if you have faith, do all this faith, you're going to automatically start keeping the law. Like a mind trick to us, like, look, it ain't by the law, it's by faith. But the Lord knew that if you're having faith, you're automatically going to keep the law. It was like a mind game upon Jake to get right with the law, you know. And then the Lord was based it off of the judgment is going to be based off of how your faith. Now it said for if there had been a law given which have given life, verily righteousness should have been by the law. If it was a law given to where Jake could all follow it and we all be good, we have life and it was good, it says verily righteousness would have been by the law. But there wasn't a law where the laws we couldn't keep. We couldn't keep them, you know. So the Lord had to introduce something else. You know, it would have been by the law. If it was something we could have did by the law to get us right, the Most High would have made it by the law. But that's not the case. It says, verse 22, Galatians 3:22, but the Spirit have concluded all under sin. We all breaking the law, that the promise by faith of Yahawashi might be to them that believe. The promise by faith of Yahawashi might be given to them that believe. It's going to be by your faith. You're going to receive the promise by your faith, not by the law, not by wearing fringes. You know, motherfucker got fringes on everything, man. Fringes on their collar and shit, man. You know, fringes on their fucking microwave burrito and shit, man. Fuck is wrong with you dudes, man? Y'all don't understand the scriptures, man. Motherfucker got fringes on their computer and shit. You know, walk around with their computer and they in fucking Starbucks. I'm keeping the law. I got fringes on my computer. You know, and fucking start. Make sure you put fringes on that coffee, man. Fuck, man. Yo, man. It's funny because these same guys, they read the scriptures and they when they run across how the scribes and Pharisees was all about the law, I wonder what the fuck do they think? You know what I mean? Damn, that's you. You know? Verse 23, but before faith came, we were kept under the law, shut up unto faith which should afterward be revealed. Before the faith came, We was all under the law. You was judged by the law. You was, however you kept the law, that's how the Lord was judging you. But in process of time, when faith came, we was transferred over, like the Emancipation Proclamation. We basically became, we wasn't slaves no more under the law and got transferred to being slaves under Yahawashi, man. Just like we stopped being slaves under private ownership and became slaves to the government. That's kind of what it was like, you know. Which you became you left from being under the law and you went to being under faith now. But verse 24, wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us on to Yahawashi. It was like your tutor. The law was like, imagine a law if you could put the law into personification, taking an inanimate object and giving it life. Say for instance, you could grab the law and make it a human. That was your tutor until you was going to be brought to the next level. He was going to bring you up. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And then when your next tutor came, which was Yahawashi, you would have you have been learned of the law already, and then you would move to the next stage. It was like our schoolmaster. It says, wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us on to Yahawashi, that we might be justified by faith. You know, so basically it's like the Most High let us practice in the law all these thousands of years, all the way to Yahawashi. It then transferred it over by faith. So then when you start keeping your faith, off top, you already got the laws. You already got them laws that's in you, man. You know? And you start keeping them laws still, but now you're not even judged under the law no more. You're judged by your faith with it. You know? It says, but after that faith has come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. Once soon as Yahawashi came, the law, we're not under the law no more. But do we keep the law? Yes, you keep it to your best ability, man. Right? For ye are all the children of the Most High by the faith of Yahawashi. We're the children of the Most High by faith, not by the law. For as many of you as have been baptized into Yahawashi have put on Yahawashi, there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Yahawashi. Now that you are now under the law, there's neither Jew nor Greek, there's no difference. Everybody's under faith now. Everybody's under faith now. All the Israelite foreigners is under faith. Whether you free or you bond, you are under faith now. You know? If you be of Yahawashi, then are you Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise, man. You know? So it ain't about, when you stand before Yahawashi, you are going to be judged off your faith, not by your law, not by the law, because if you was judged by the law, you automatically through. You didn't keep it to a perfect T. You're going to be judged off your faith. And if you have faith, you're going to keep the law to your best ability, man. You know? And the elect, whoever the elect is, they're keeping the law to they have the most faith, and they're keeping the law the best than everybody on the planet, man. You know? So with that, I pretty much tagged it. Hope you brothers edified. Once I Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, keep the faith. And if you keep the faith, you're going to do the law. And you will not be judged according to the law. You're going to be judged according to your faith. So with that, close it out. Shalawam.